Welcome to Best Bet, the first and only show dedicated to competitive sports gambling. I'm your host, Kip Rios.
And my name is Jimmy the Bag. We are halfway through the contest. One of these sports cappers is going to win $4,000, and it's a tight race right now, Kip.
Yeah, we gave all 5 of these handicappers $1,000. They have to make 5 bets on Friday. 25% of their bankroll at least has to go out on those bets, and whoever wins the most money is walking away with $4,000. To the leader of week 4 we go, Dutch Boy Fresh, up, what did he make? $43.07. Talk to me about Dutchie.
He's kept a very conservative gambling approach thus far in the contest. $50 on each bet. You know, he is not taking risks. He feels like he doesn't have to take risks, and it's held them so far. But there will be a point when he'll start making the bigger bets. He cashed on 2 unders, 2 of the 3 unders he bet. He went 1-1 in MLB. He's a very strong capper, and I think he thinks right now there's no need to take major risks if nobody's going to push him. And he's $35 out of first place, so it's working so far.
And down $16.07 is Donnie Right Side Seymour. Take me through Donnie's week.
Team totals. He's always been Donnie team total right side, and he looked very good. Hit 2 of 3 team totals. Lost in the parlay, had 1 bet avoided. He's right there. He's got a ton of artillery, and he's got to step it up here in the final 4 weeks of this contest.
Shout out to 23 right there on the shirt. Down $23.50 is our boy, the Big Ragu.
Oof, Big Ragu. He had a 132-1 $10 parlay that almost hit. Wow. Heat versus Boston. He did the alternate line over 209 at plus 180. He did the Phillies team total over 3.5 and the Mets to win. That both came through at 425. And then he had the Rays to win first 5 innings and the Yankees to win the game at plus 800. Yankees did win the game, but the Rays were down 2-0 after 5. So close to a giant score. I know he's got one in him.
And a man who does not really care what the line is. Down $62.99. It's Durrell.
What a bet he had on Gervonta Davis to win in rounds 4 to 6, plus 230. I wish he bet more on that bet. That was just a $25 bet, but he showed his acumen when we come to boxing. He's a great capper, and I expect a big week from him here.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Clint, our leader, falls off the cliff a little bit, but he's still on top. He's down $93.50. Talk to me about Clint's action.
He cashed both his MLB bets. He's been very good in NHL all year long. He's been very good in the prop market in NHL. He got hurt. Tarasenko over 2.5 shots. The Blues only took 20 shots as a team. It was wild in that Game 6 loss. Kadri over a half point. Kadri's been so spectacular in the series, but didn't have a very good night. None of the first liners scored. That was all fourth line action from the Avalanche to win the final game of this series. But Clint still in first. I mean, it's impressive how good everybody is that losing $93.50 is the worst week on the board. But Clint still in first, so no harm, no foul.
All right, let's have a quick look, a recap. The overall leaderboard we're taking a look at. On top still is Clint with $903 over and some change. We got Dutch in second. $868, Donnie $728, and Darrell with $706, and Ragu with $414.12.
Yes, and our 2 leaders, Clint McLean, star of the Die Hard MMA podcast, $903.56, had the worst week of all, so he joins us, as does our week 4 winner, Dutch Boy Fresh, and he's just $35 out of first place. So the 2 players closest to that $4,000 championship cash out will be joining us right now. I can't wait to hang out with them. Please welcome to the show, Clint McLean and Dutch Boy Fresh.
And we are here with Dutch Boy Fresh, the winner of week 4, and Clint McLean, the man who would be king, who finds himself still on top spot, but he had the worst week. To Dutch Boy Fresh we go. On Friday, I tailed this bet. I loved it. I said that you were looking for the clean undies. You took Celtics Heat under first quarter, Celtics Heat under half, and Celtics Heat under for the game. You hit 2 out of the 3. That was a good week. You won the most. How are you feeling, Dutch?
Man, my guy, I appreciate you having me. I'm feeling good, man. Enjoying the weekend. Been a little rough stretch, here with this Miami Celtics series as well, back and forth. But yeah, man, I'm feeling good. I was the Undertaker over the weekend, and it started out real good. Full game went a little crazy though. They went a little crazy in that second half. Third quarter they could not miss. Unfortunate there, but hey, a profitable weekend is what we're looking for, my guy.
And we have Clint, who still holds on to the lead here. You are sitting $35 ahead of Dutch Boy Fresh in the battle to see who will win $4,000. Now, Clint, you had a week with no mixed martial arts, and you had a couple bad breaks because you were trying to decide what picks to have official, and the ones that you decided to go with didn't cash, but others did. Can you walk us through how close you were to actually sweeping the week?
Yeah. So Jimmy, for the people watching at home, cowardice in betting will cost you. I did have a play planned on the Rangers first period at -120. I had a play planned on the Dodgers -160. And then I even considered taking the Avalanche in regulation as opposed to playing them on the puck line. But because these sports are ones that I'm not quite as familiar with, I second guessed myself. I decided to go with a couple of different bets. Jimmy, I could have swept the board on my MMA off week, but it's my own damn fault that I find myself in the bottom this week because you can't do that. If you got that initial read, you go with your gut. And I learned that lesson the hard way this week.
Dutch, last week, 5 bets, $50 each, 30% of your bankroll. It felt without emotion. It felt like business, that you're coming in this with bets. You're not showing that you like this action more than the other action. You won on baseball as well last week. You got some really, really good numbers there. Action for week 5. What do we expect for bankroll management, and how do you think you're going to come up? You're as I said, you're very near the front right now. How are you going to close the gap?
Yeah, man, I stick to really what we're doing here. Drop 50 cents on each look. We might double down here and there. But now that's strictly really I'll be able to get some NBA over the weekend, hopefully there. But we might have to attack this baseball card. As you've seen on my card, I had 2 first 5 unders, went 1-1. We're able to get some good value as well, I believe, on both lines. So I like the unders in baseball. I like to break down the first 5s in baseball. So, look for that to come because it's NBA, unfortunately. Is coming to an end here very shortly.
Well, impressive. I was with you on that Yankees Rays first 5 under as well. It is Betribution time, Clint. This is a seat that you have not sat in so far in the contest, as you are our leader, but you had a rough week. Now it's Dutch Boy Fresh's decision. What kind of punishment is Clint going to have to deliver for the fans and friends of Best Bet? Dutch, did you decide what Clint is going to do for us?
I did, my guy. And, I ain't gonna lie, I did want to try to switch it up a little bit. I was hoping for just a freestyle instead of, what was on the menu. But rules are the rules. So, Clint, my guy, you're going to have to give us 30 seconds, I believe, of the best moves you got. A little freestyle dance, I mean?
Okay.
Clint, see, Jimmy, what you're not realizing here is Dutch isn't punishing me. He's punishing you and the viewers. It's going to be worse for you guys than it is for me.
You've piqued my curiosity now. You've piqued my curiosity now. If you would have said, watch these moves, can be dope, I'd be like, okay, all right. But now that it could be atrocious, now I'm interested.
Yeah, no, it's not good, Jimmy. I'm about as white as it gets. White man can't dance.
Well, let's see. We're ready. Okay. We're ready. Let's do it.
So the headphones are coming off.
Headphones are off. Oh no! All right. Let's see.
Oh no,
baby got back. Oh no, back to the baby.
It's the longest 30 seconds of our lives.
Oh, man. So no background music works, man. Oh, excellent work. Excellent work from star of the Die Hard MMA podcast.
Sorry I had to do that to
Beauty. Man, very, very impressive. Very
Diehard
impressive.
MMA, Clint McClain. All right, showing us the bust moves. What are you going to bust up next week? You got a sure shot that you're eyeing for tonight or Wednesday or Thursday? You got a game that you like or anything that you can talk to us about?
Yeah. So honestly, I got to go kind of dip back to the NHL at this point. I'm really looking forward to the Oilers and the Avalanche game. It's a rough one for me, you guys. A couple teams that I've had a real hard time getting a solid read on. But I think the over makes a ton of sense here. The 6.5. I know it's juiced. It's minus 135. But I think the Oilers, their offense is just so potent. And we saw Darcy Kemper get touched a couple times in these last few games. He's not the steel wall that he used to be. I think the Oilers are going to be able to score. And we know the Avalanche know how to get the puck in the net as well. So I think both teams are going to have some success in this first game. I think there's a chance the Oilers are a little loose coming off that, long series or, the series that they had. Big, exciting win. Both teams are rested. I see goals here. I think the over 6.5 makes some sense.
I love the look. That was my original plan. It came out at 6.5 and minus 120 and got bet immediately. And it's been stuck now minus 135. My question though, Clint, and that is so important, is do you stick Kadri on McDavid because Kadri wants to shadow McDavid through the whole series, or do you put the McKinnon line up against McDavid and say, Nate, what we want is McDavid to play defense. We want him to tire out playing defense. And though there's two different strategies there, and I'm so interested into which one that they decide to do. And you could even move Kadri onto the McKinnon line and double up that plan. But I'm very, very interested to see what happens. As you know, I've got Avalanche futures, which I begged all my friends and family to make as well throughout the season. All right, that is the sure shot from Clint McClain, the over 6.5 in game one, Avalanche Oilers. Let's go to Dutch Boy Fresh. What's a sure shot that you're looking for the rest of the week?
Yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and go to game one, NBA Finals. We'll look at the Golden State Warriors, see the Hasstown business. And I believe game one will be Golden State. -3. I got -3, minus 120. I believe 3 in the hooker is good money. I like it here. I just think obviously they've had 7 days off, and you got the Celtics and the Heat coming off of that 7-game series. They're a tough 7-game series. But the Celtics have not looked good in game ones all throughout the playoffs. They're 1-2, 0-3 against the spread, 1-2 straight up, in game ones of the playoffs. Obviously winning that game one against Brooklyn and that fine fashion with that winning layup at the end. One of the few good games we've seen actually this year. And, the other night wasn't that bad of a game. But the Celtics, I believe, will be tired out in game one in the Bay, will be Golden State's way. They are 4-0 ATS the last 4 as a home favorite in the playoffs. And I believe they're just going to handle it, do what they've done. Look for, Wiggins to continue playing outstanding basketball. Shout out to the guy from the North. He's been playing unbelievable basketball. I believe he will be a big key in this series. Obviously, the Splash Brothers, Clay playing back to somewhat of himself. Curry will do his thing. But, yeah, this is going to be a great series. But game one will be in the Bay Area, and it will be Golden State handling business.
There it is, Dutch Boy Fresh. Won week 4. Clint McClain lost week 4, but he is still on top the leaderboard and in second place, nipping at his heels. It's Dutch Boy Fresh. Fellas, thank you so much for rocking with us, and the best bet. Go get it.
What a couple of great guys. Our two leaders, Clint McClain off of his worst week and the worst week of our whole group, but still in first place at $903.56. And in second place, Dutch Boy Fresh, hot on his tail. Just $35 back is our Dutch Boy Fresh. And they both gave us sure shots that I like very much. And it is our time, our chance, Kip, to deliver a sure shot. And I should be 3-0 in my sure shots. Padres full game -1. They cashed the first 5. I should have just taken the first 5. I don't know why I didn't take first 5 -0.5. They're up 1-0 after 5. Second guessing. Capping is a cruel mistress, but we live to fight another day. Sure shots for us right now. Kip, what is your plan to get us paid this week?
Shout out to you. Actually, last week you said that you thought Dutch was going to win the week, and he did. I had Donnie, and that was close. One of Donnie's games pushed, so you did call that. You probably should have had that sure shot. This week, I'm looking to Thursday night game. I think that Boston is going to come out hot. I do think they're going to lose that game, but I'm going to take first quarter plus a half minus 105. So I'm going to take that little hook and take the C's in the first quarter to come out hot. Even though I do like the Dubs to win it, I will take it. What have you got rocking and cooking out there for the people, Jimmy the Bag?
I think Dutch Boy Fresh is on the right track. All I care about now is not giving some wildly exciting pick that will make the show better. I just want a winner, Kip. And the winner is simple. Warriors. First game, minus 3.5, minus 110. It won't be available at 3.5 come tip off. We must bet it right now. And it should be bet right now. We know what the Warriors do when they have a rest advantage. They take advantage of it. Game 1 at home after the Heat and Celtics just beat each other up. I would also be interested in Warriors win game 1 and lose the series, but that's only paying plus 425. You should get at least 8-1 to make that kind of a call. But I will take Warriors game 1 minus 3.5 and minus 110. Bet it now.
I might just put those two bets together, Jimmy, just for a little bit of fun, because that's how we do on Best Bet. Week in, week out, brought to you by the good folks at Gaming Today. I'm signing all the way out of here. My name is Kiprios.
My name is Jimmy the Bag. Thank you guys for watching. We're halfway through our contest. Which of these cappers is going to win $4,000? More information soon. Get that money, get that cash.
Get the cake.